But I wanted to show you this, which is the $220 billion could have paid for instead of what the $220 billion could have paid for instead of the bank bailouts. So instead of giving the money to the banks, this is what it could have paid for. $24 billion could have paid all of the student debt. $85 billion could have repaired the school infrastructure. $20 billion would have been able to be used for family leave. $40 billion child care and universal pre-K. $24 billion dental coverage for seniors, and 2 years of free community college.
Bro, that would have been amazing.
Tell me that's not a better investment than bailing these motherfuckers out.
Honestly, bro, like, yes, that's the
Way better
best
investment.
Yeah.
It's affecting more people. It's giving people their needs. It's giving people their necessities.
And you get a free 2 years of college because you finish your basics.
Yeah,
Bro.
You finish your basics and then like you get an associate's and that opens already so many doors. But no, we're fixing rich people problems with rich people money. No, rich people problems with poor people's money.
Right.
Because remember, what did this motherfucker say? Privatized gains, publicized losses.
Right.
Yeah, so like whenever they make the money back, they're going to keep the money.
Exactly.
But whenever we have to bail them out, it comes out of our money.
Mhm.
And they're going to come out and say, well, we're not using taxpayer money.
Bro,
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Like, where are you getting this money from? Oh, they're all putting it into this bucket in the FDIC in the event this happened. You don't think that money gets used and replaced? Come on now. You're like, be fucking smarter than this. We're going to bail them out, and just like in 2008, no one's going to get held accountable. The same people that are behind the bank collapse in 2008 are the same people running the show now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It just changed.
Yeah.
Just names of banks.
it's obvious, dude. And then,
Yeah.
I did see a lot of people were mad about all this. I guess they were trying to cover their ass by saying like this is like a very specific
Problem.
situation, like it's never happened before and all this and that. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, didn't we went through this?
Yeah, we've gone through this, bro.
Dude, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just telling you. So, like, remember, I was listening to this dude talk about the 2008 recession and how a bunch of people were not able to find jobs and shit, right? So there was this, the bank that closed. Do you remember something red?
Lehman Brothers Bank.
It was some bank.
Yeah.
And dude, a bunch of people were filling their resume saying that they were like the chief executive to the sales. And it's like, bro, like they're
Oh, you're talking about Circuit City.
Circus City, right?
Yeah.
And there was no way to prove that these people were lying on their
Yeah.
resumes because there was no HR.
That's Twitter now.
That is
Twitter's
Twitter.
HR is Twitter doesn't have an HR department. I think it's like a third party. So you can put, matter of fact, put on your resume right now that you worked for Twitter, that you're a marketing analyst at Twitter, and put down just Twitter information, and they're gonna have no way of verifying that you actually worked at Twitter. So if there's a gap in your resume, take advantage of that. Literally take advantage of it. Who are they gonna get a hold of? Elon?
Yeah.
Are they gonna tweet at Elon? Hey Elon, did Max work at Twitter? No, they won't. They literally won't know.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Dude, that's amazing, right?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
That's a crazy loophole.
Yeah, that guy with the podcast, which not many of us have podcasts.
Mm.
PBJ? No, PBB?
Dude, I have no clue.
Okay, well, this guy looks for people that actually worked at Circuit City because their sales training was like above par. Like they had the best sales training ever, and they could sell you anything. So he looks for people that used to work at Circuit City and like make them like sales trainees
Dude.
because they can sell you anything.
Right.
So I remember going to Circuit City back in the day. They used to have the PSP games on sale all the time.
Really?
That's probably why they went out of business.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird, but shit. Yeah, we're going through the same shit as 2008. I was also hearing a bunch of old people from Mexico because Mexico went through the same thing in like the 80s,
The 90s.
90s.
90s, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, bro, just people sharing their experience on like how life was after the recession, and
People lost their savings, their
It's
retirement.
so scary, bro.
We're young, bro. We'll get through this. We have enough time to recover from it. But if you're looking to retire this year or next year, it's looking rough.
There was this guy living in Michoacan, Mexico, and he had like his houses that he was building a house, but it was like halfway built, and he put all his heart earned money into this for like 10 years, bro.
Damn.
And that shit happened, and he never recovered, dude. He had to sell the lot.
That's so sad.
And then you see his house now, bro, and it's like, it's not a nice house. It's not a nice home, and he just kind of gave up, dude. He was already like 50 something by the time this
It's
happened.
demoralizing, bro, to lose all that money
Yeah.
because you actually like work for it. Like, there's no one to bail out the people that lose their jobs. You know, like nobody comes and bail us out if we lose our jobs. Like we just lose our jobs and we lose our jobs. That's what makes me mad about bailing out the banks. That there's no responsibility. Like there's never any nobody ever takes the fault, and it's always like the system's broken. But it's like, well, who's running the system then? Like, why don't we take a look at the system and figure out why it went wrong and hold those people accountable? I'm not saying put them in prison. What I'm saying is hold them accountable. Don't let them run another bank.
Yeah. Or fix your regulations, or
Yeah,
I don't know.
If
So
you fuck up at your job, you're not going to get hired
yeah, exactly.
for your next job. You know, like you're hired based on your previous skills and history. You know, like you don't just get hired for your name. But it's all a bunch of like nepotism that goes into it, and a bunch of just privilege and name dropping. Then you just get that job. You know, that's just how it works. But the money could be better used, and I don't see how people are okay with bailing these two banks out, but not providing for the people. Because we're closer to being homeless than to being billionaires. We're all 2-3 paychecks away. We're all 2 paychecks away
Oh yeah.
from being on the street.
Oh yeah, bro. If you were to lose everything, like, yeah, you got like 2 months.
Yeah.
You got 2 months, and then still shit.
Maybe 3 months, depending.
Bro,
But-
the second month
yeah.
you're gonna be pushing it. Like shit's gonna hit the fan.
Eating the second month.
Hell no.
It's just like we're all like $1,000 away from just dying. Like, and it's not even about like managing your income or your paycheck. It's just impossible now.
Yeah, it really is, bro. Like, it's like how expensive everything has gotten. Like the place that I moved out, like literally we're about to raise for like almost like $300, which is a massive change.
Yeah, it's like 1/3 of what you're already paying. Like
Mhm.
that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, it's happening like at this.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not the only one, bro.
Yeah, we're all closer to being homeless than to being Jeff Bezos, and people need to understand that.
It is.
But-
It seems like they're always like pulling money out their ass. Like whenever shit like this happen, like whenever with the Ukraine shit. Like I'm not saying like, yeah, I don't have like the biggest input when it comes to war and how they spend their money, but they spend like billions on this shit. Whenever we have like so many problems in the U.S. that haven't been fixed since the '90s, like bro,
Focus at home, bro.
right?
Focus like. A matter of fact, let's follow our Jordan Peterson rule and
Oh no.
make your bed, clean your room
Yeah.
before you judge the world. Clean your room. Why don't you follow your own fucking advice? You know, like it's fucking just. You know, like capitalism is built to suffer one big. We're only supposed to have one big recession every generation, meaning like every 60 to 100 years we should have like a big recession, like in the 20s, and then the 60s, the 80s we had the oil crisis. But then like from 2000 onward, we've had like recession after recession. Like some people say that this recession, the pandemic recession, is a lingering recession from 2008 because things have gone up more like faster
Yeah.
from 2008 to now than they did from the 1990 to 2008. So our generation, and we're only 26, right? Let's just say we're 30.
Yeah.
We've already seen 3 recessions in our lifetime,
Yeah.
and we've only been working for 8 of those years. And we've seen 3 recessions. So we've had literally 0 stability during our job life.
Mhm.
Like, how are we supposed to manage our wealth and prosper?
Yeah,
It's just
it seems impossible unless you have like a outstanding like opportunity that happened to you where you make an like
unless you're privileged.
unless you're privileged or you hit on something that makes you a bunch of money. But that's not everybody, bro.
No.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's frustrating, bro. It's frustrating. It's scary.
Intimidating.
It's intimidating.
But we're also like wanting to retire early as fuck.
Yeah.
But I think because we've gone through all that, we also have like a better work to life balance than our parents did and previous generations did. Because it's like I come to work hard every day, and the system's still fucked up. So like, it may be making a difference.
I feel you.